Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. Today I'm bringing to you a ZVZ on Shattered Temple. Between spawning here in the 8 o'clock position as the yellow Zerg, we have Bitter Cold, otherwise known as SlayerSGolden. Spawning down here in the 7 o'clock position as the teal Zerg, we have DignitasTan. Now, this is going to be game 1 of a best of 3 that I am going to be casting the whole series of, and I have just spent the last, I don't know how long, looking for where on earth this replay came from, what tournament it was played in, and I have not been able to find anything. I don't know whether it was played as a GSL tournament game or what. I haven't been able to find anything about it. If you know about this game, please feel free to tell me, because I've been checking into all of my sources and I am unable to find anything as to where this game was actually played. So I don't know anything about this match. So I'm just hoping for a really good ZVZ. Of course, SlayerSGolden, very well-known player in the Korean circuit, known very well for his Zerg style. He is in code A at present, I believe, which is pretty darn good. And DignitasTan, one of the less known players of Team Dignitas. Team Dignitas, of course, well known for its players like Select, Naniwa, or Show, and even the caster, D Apollo. If you know D Apollo, the D, it stands for Dignitas. So yes, there's actually a little bit of a tidbit for you there in case you ever wondered what the D in D Apollo stands for. He's actually part of Team Dignitas. So, let's jump right into this game right now. Golden has managed to go for this quick gas, gone for that spawning pool, and these players did spawn in close positions by air, so they were able to immediately scout each other with these overlords and know exactly what their opponents are doing. DignitasTan, actually, despite having seen that Golden is going for this gas pool opening, has decided to go for a hatch first opening, and this could be very deadly for Tan. Tan needs to be very careful in this, because in this matchup, I mean, every single drone matters, and so as soon as Golden scouts that this expansion has gone down, he is not going to want that expansion to be up at all. He's going to want to go in immediately and attack and try to do as much damage as possible, because in mirror matchups, as much as possible, you want to just always be a slightly bit ahead of your opponent in that economy game right now, unless Tan is able to really get this expansion going here, or if Tan is able to get this expansion up and going, SlayerSGolden is going to get really far behind really fast. So indeed, we see Zergling speed is now being researched for Golden, and he is sending 4 lings on the way right now. 4 more lings are up on the production tab and moving on the way right now. Spawning pool just now finishing for Tan. He is now mining that gas. He is not going to have that Zergling speed ready in time. By the time those Zerglings reach the front door of his natural expansion, he is now throwing down a Baneling nest. Very good move, considering because he threw down this hatchery first, he's going to be behind in that ling game. He's going to need to be very defensive. He's not going to be able to get up as many lings as Golden. So Golden now moving in actually with these 4 lings, now preventing a Spinecrawler from going down. Some lings are now coming out for Tan. He did save up a bit of larva there and is now bringing down some lings to defend this attack and try to defend this hatchery. He is going to try to defend this hatchery. If he does defend this hatchery, he's going to be in a very good place. Golden actually throwing down another hatchery behind this, seeing that all of this action is going on. Tan's Zerglings are now up, and until his Zergling speed comes up, he's not going to have any kind of an advantage, and so he's just going to try to save those Zerglings up and try to keep them at as high of a hit point as he can, and then go for one big attack. Surprisingly, Tan actually skipping Zergling speed altogether, instead now just going for the Banelings, putting them at the top of his ramp. Excellent move here from Tan, because this means that Golden will not be able to actually see these Banelings as he comes up the ramp. All of his Zerglings will get up to the top of the ramp and instantly just blow up, because there are a ton of Banelings there. Tan just now revealing that he does have his Baneling nest up by morphing that Baneling in next to the Spinecrawler. Looks like he is going to defend this expansion pretty well. On the production tab, we can see that Golden is now just continuing to drone up. He tried to apply some pressure, wasn't able to deal too much damage, but now he's just going to sit back and try to drone up as much as he can right after he finished that pressure, and not surprisingly, he is way ahead in that drone game. As we can see, he is currently up 22-15. This is because he forced Tan to make a ton of Zerglings right now. If we check out the units tab right now, we can actually see that Tan actually produced a lot more Zerglings there. He produced 11 Zerglings and 3 Banelings. That means in total he produced 14 14 Zerglings to the 10 of SlayerSGolden, and Golden just went back to creating more drones, so he is actually well ahead in the harvester count right now, and he is now matched on that second hatchery. So nice play here from Golden, very smart play. I like that a lot. I like that early pressure style, but also being able to drone up behind it and hoping that your opponent builds more lings than you did to try to defend, which is exactly what Taerer did. So Taerer is going to be a little bit ahead in that drone count for quite a while, and we can actually see that right now he is currently 8 drones behind, 27 to 19 drones right now for favoring Golden. So Golden in an excellent spot right now. In mirror matchups, if you can be 1 drone ahead, you are in a fantastic spot. If you are almost 10 drones ahead, as Golden is right now, you are in an amazing position. But it looks like Taerer is looking to try to punish the huge number of drones that Golden made, and he is now going to be sending in some Zerglings here to the front of Golden's base to try to see if maybe we get a little bit of pressure here on Golden. 1 Baneling now running around the back of the ramp. Golden being very good about checking his minimap. He is going there to attack that Baneling. That Baneling is going to fall without having done any damage. More Banelings coming in right now, trying to deal as much damage, and oh my god, those Banelings came so close to dealing damage to those Zerglings. In the meantime, those Zerglings do slip by though. Looks like they are going to be able to pick off a few drones here, and a couple get taken out by that Baneling, but in the meantime, Taerer is going to have to be very careful because those Banelings are going to be able to deal a lot of damage if he's not careful, and actually Golden, a little bit of miscontrol there. He actually could have taken out that whole group. They were on hold position right there. And in the meantime, now it looks like Golden is trying to produce some Zerglings to try to keep up. We see 8 Zerglings on the production tab. He's attacking those Zerglings with his drones. He did, I think, lose a few drones there. He lost 2 drones in that exchange, but I think he's still okay, as he is still at 42 drones to the 32 of DignitasTan, so he is looking absolutely incredible for his economy right now, just now taking the other 2 gas geysers and taking the second gas geyser at his main, so he's going to be mining on all 4 gases. Layer Tech now coming up for Golden, as well as Taerer. Looks like they are just about even. The Layer Tech slightly favoring Taerer, but 1 Zergling gets into the base of Taerer, and Golden is seeing all the tech that is going on in here. He sees that Layer Tech is getting done, so he is going to know that he's in a pretty good spot right now. Considering the drone count, that Zergling did manage to scout around the natural, so he did get to see the saturation here, and has to know that his saturation, as well as we can see from right here, is pretty darn good compared to Taerer. Taerer looking like he wants to do some damage right now, as he is morphing in a lot of Banelings right here, and it looks like he's going to try to reach around and deal some economic damage, as he is going to be moving them right up to this upper portion here above Golden's base. We do see a lot of Banelings on the production tab. Spire also on the production tab for DignitasTan. Well, it looks like Golden is going to be going for some Infestor play here, and Banelings now moving in. All those Banelings getting taken out from by Golden from Taerer, losing a lot of Banelings there to just 2 Banelings of Golden, which means he's actually in a pretty darn good spot. Golden just finding lots of little ways to get ahead this entire game. 1 drone does go down there, but Golden in such a solid spot right now. He's gaining small gains all over the place, and that is exactly what you want to do in these mirror matchups. Every single unit that you kill is just that much more that you are ahead. In the case of losing 4 or 5 Banelings to just 2 Banelings, that is definitely a big deal in this mirror matchup. And it may, like I said, it may not feel like a lot. It may feel like a very small amount when you first do it. Well, you say, well, I just killed a few Banelings, it's really not that much. But if you have a lot of those small things that are adding up over time, you will start to do quite well in the game. It is all about the small gains in this mirror matchup. Golden being very good about his scouting, constantly sending in Zerglings to try to scout his opponent, sees that there's a lot of spine crawlers there at the front, and it looks like Bitter Cold, aka SlayerSGolden, has now gone for Roach Infestor tech. Looks like we are going to be seeing some Infestors here popping out, while Taerer has gone for Mutalisk. We see 10 Mutalisks right now on the production tab for Taerer. If he's not careful, he's going to have to be, well, he's going to have to be very careful against those Infestors, because those Infestors can do absolutely amazing against those Mutalisks if they are able to catch him in a fungal growth, able to take out quite a lot of Mutalisks with just 3 fungal growths there. The Mutalisks have just now been revealed to Golden. Golden is now going to have to get some air defenses up rather quickly if he's going to want to be able to defend this. His Hydralisk Den is already up. No Hydralisks on the production tab, and these Mutalisks are about to get into the base of Bitter Cold. All the Infestors streaming in, managed to catch all the Mutalisks in a fungal growth. Nice fungal growth there from SlayerSGolden. Golden, and it looks like he is actually just barely not quite going to get all those Mutalisks. Those Mutalisks did all go down. Nice transfuse there, goes down on the Infestor, able to save that Infestor to fight another day. Golden is somewhat supply blocked right now, and Tan for the first time actually taking the food lead, but he's got a lot of Mutalisks out here that are really, really low, and he needs to be very, very careful because these Infestors are able to deal a lot of damage to those Mutalisks if not controlled and spread out well. And we actually see here from Golden, another hatchery has gone down. This is a bit of a secret hatchery. Will Tan be able to scout this? Will he see this? He is scouting the Golden expansion. He's the Golden expansion, get it? Ha ha ha, puns. Ha, okay. Anyway, Mutalisk scouting around the map, checking this third base, seeing that no third has gone down. He's going to be expecting a big attack here coming from SlayerSGolden. And no, actually, Tan with the amazing game sense is now actually sending all of his Mutalisks right now to come check this. He did just barely. Did he actually see that creep? Yes, he did actually scout that whole base. He sent one Mutalisk up there ahead of the pack and was able to see this expansion go down. And it looks like we're seeing some Spore Crawlers now going down for Golden. In the meantime, a lot of Zerglings now out on the map. Will they get caught in fungal growth? A lot of them actually get caught in that fungal growth. Nice catch there by Bittercold. Looks like he is able to take out a big pack of Zerglings there, so nice little catch there for SlayerSGolden, and it looks like he's now sending some Hydralisks and Infestors to his base to try to defend the rest of those Zerglings. Those Zerglings are getting a few drone kills, but looks like Golden is now going to be in there to pick it up. Tan trying to be very, very aggressive here, trying to take advantage of his high mobility since he's gone for these Lings and these Mutalisks, and trying to deal as much damage as he can, but he needs to be very, very careful, spreading out his Mutalisks there as best he can. Only a few get caught in there, but that was still quite a few Mutalisks to get caught in those fungal growths. Instantly, a lot of Mutalisks are going down, and this base is starting to pay off here for Golden, as he is now sitting at 152 food to the 101 food of DignitasTan. Tan not looking like he's in the best of positions right now, because Golden's army is starting to look very, very scary, and it looks like he's going to be moving in here for an attack. He has developed quite a big army. Nice fungal growth there by Golden, able to catch a lot of those Zerglings, which tried to sneak by to try to deal some damage here. Golden just so on top of his map control right now, so very map aware, able to stop all of this high pressure, high mobility Zergling aggression, and it looks like he's going to be able to defend this. Will that Queen go down? No, I think that Queen will manage to just barely stay alive. Or no, the Queen actually went down. Golden not able to save it there. Not the best of moves there from Golden, as he could have easily stopped that with a few more attacks from those drones, but it looks like he is coming in here for a big attack. 177 food to 113. That is a huge lead in a mirror matchup. And Tan trying to do the best he can with these counterattacks, sending in lots of Zerglings around, being very, very annoying with those, but it looks like Golden is just going to move in here for the kill. All the Mutalisks, they're not in the best of positions. Fungal growth going down, catching a couple of those Mutalisks, but a lot of Zerglings in them, and it looks like that all of these forces are just going to be annihilated by the Hydralisks here from Golden. And it looks like Golden is now going to be moving in here with a dominating force of Roaches, Infestors, and Hydralisks, and there is the GG from DignitasTan. That means we are going to be going into Game 2 in the series. Golden has taken Game 1, so we're going to see if Tan can't come back from this loss in Game 1 in Game 2 of this best of 3 in just a moment. Stay tuned, guys.